Bovus El Doro. I think everybody likes this one. This is a good guy. I use him sometimes for PvE and sometimes for PvP. It's nice. He's armored, so he takes less damage from physical. You get a lot of physical attacks. He's a beast, so there's some synergies with other beasts. And a warrior, there's synergies with other warriors. He has a couple nice stats and benefits that make him even stronger. One downside for him is that you can't farm, at least at this point, for tokens, and that's very unusual. I think he's the only 1-star character that you get, at least that I've seen so far, that it's not possible to farm and increase his star level. I've heard that the drops for tokens are disproportionately favoring him when you have gem drops, doing gem rolls or scroll rolls. I haven't experienced that too much yet, but that does hold back his stats and the ability to build him up as a character. But let's see how he starts out. So Warrior Heart, he's going to help other warriors, increasing their health. Armored, we mentioned that, and that's part in his name as well. And this one's nice, Field Dressing. You'll see this any turn where he's already been injured. You'll see him recover a little bit of health each turn, and that really helps mostly in PvE. When you're doing the campaign mode, if you're going through dungeons that have got 7 or so stops along the way, if you've got a good healer in there, if you've got Chief Nub, then you're probably fine anyway. But if not, that's a nice way to kind of keep him continuously regenerated. He's got pretty decent defense, middle health. He's got pretty good attack, but his skill level's low because he is the nature type. He's got the poison resist. Let's look at his abilities. So Stampede is that first ability that you'll get, and the nice thing is it's a mass effect, so you're gonna hit all enemies for a medium amount of base damage, and then in addition to that you'll have the -1 energy, which can be really nice to put everyone back one step. I think especially nice for PvP. You can push back their any cooldowns, especially for their second skills that many times take a turn or two to be ready to be used, so you can push all that back an additional turn. And then Purging Smash, you can use this and remove one of their buffs, and that could be helpful. I haven't found a place where it's been particularly helpful so far. One of the hardest things in PvP and the dungeons especially is having daze. If somebody affects your whole team with daze, and you can do that with a couple different characters, then it's hard to land anything, including the abilities. So I think that would be one of the best things, is if you could find a way to, if there was a character that had a mass dispel of daze or other status effects. So right now that's not super helpful, but it does give him another attack, and it's not that hard to get to ascend him that second level, and that's a benefit. Alright, his next ascend is another physical attack, and it looks like initially to one random enemy, but it can end up being for more. So this would probably be a good, another one you can work towards. Here it looks like we've got this multicolor that's going to hang us up for a long time, but then he'll have 2 multi-enemy attacks, and so you could probably use those and really wear down the teams, especially if it's in a PvP context. So that's my summary for him. Good all-around character. Has some uses. I try to keep him leveled close with my other teammates so I can use him when I want to in dungeon raiding. Especially, you've got to change that team a little bit depending on the other person's defending team. And so if you see that they've got a lot of characters of the water type, then that's a time when I would put him in there to use his natural elemental strength, make use of the abilities that he has in there, and sub him in for maybe for Lady Nimrod that was going to take a lot of damage from water type. So that's the summary.